Hey y'all, welcome back to Rolling Pin Recipes. We are making a chili to comfort us on this cold, rainy day. It's been raining the past few hours and it's absolutely beautiful. It's very loud, but it's also beautiful, if you can hear that. We're just going to brown up this ground beef before I simmer it with all the other ingredients. It's a very simple chili. We don't get too exotic with it, but we do like beans. So we're just gonna let that finish cooking up. Alright, y'all. This ground beef should be cooked by now. It's like a 75 or something. It's quite greasy, but that is okay. I will take some of it out and we will leave some in because that is flavor, y'all. Flavor. I'm just going to cook this for a little bit with no lid and we'll let some of this evaporate and let it finish cooking. Alright, y'all. This meat is cooked now. I drained some of the grease. There's still a bit left, but we're gonna keep some. I've got quite a bit of onion puree from my freezer. Here, we're just gonna cook that till it's mostly defrosted and cooks a bit. I just freeze it in a quart bag and then chop it up. I did about 1.5 inch cube all the way across. Alright, y'all, I've got all that garlic chopped up. It's mostly defrosted. This is the best deal I could find on garlic at the moment. We're gonna go in with 2 hefty scoops. Usually I do about 5 garlic cubes, which is quite a bit. Probably a little smaller than those onion chunks by just a little bit, and I put 5. So we love garlic, y'all. We don't want that to burn, but that onion should be cooked any minute now. Enough. And then I'll stir in this garlic. Delicious. Smelling good, y'all. That onion and garlic. Can't go wrong. I haven't stirred in the garlic yet, but we're just gonna continue on, y'all. I'm gonna add 4 or so splashes of W. Smells delicious. I'm gonna wait on the water. We want it to be nice and thick. This is beef bouillon. About 6 teaspoons, 6 to 7. I use teaspoons so I don't have to get out a bunch of measuring spoons. I'm gonna stir in that garlic. I'm also gonna turn it down a little bit because I still need to finish adding these seasonings. 5 teaspoons of chili powder. I'm gonna go shy on 5. It's raining real hard now, so hopefully that's not too loud for you. 2 teaspoons of cumin. 2. I love this stuff. Can't get enough of that. If I could get this open, they make this stuff so hard to get open. Or some of them don't shut at all. Even though we put that real onion, we're gonna put 2 teaspoons of onion powder. Before that gets too clumpy and lumpy, I'm gonna stir those in. Smells delicious. And cooking up these seasonings in that fat will bring out those flavors even more. So beautiful. We're gonna do a little bit of cayenne. We don't want to get it too hot. I didn't want that one. Let's do this one. 1/2 teaspoon. Doesn't even need that much, y'all. Do like 1/4. Don't want it too hot. Did I add garlic? Obviously not. I added a ton of real garlic. Well, fresh. Turn it up a little bit and cook that up. It smells like chili already. It is raining like crazy. For hours it's been raining. We got quite a big chunk of onion there. I puree it because we like the flavor of it. The chunk and crunch is just not really my favorite. And my husband, we're not the biggest fans, y'all. Alright, y'all. Since this is cooked up, I've got it on about half heat, which is about as high as I go unless I'm boiling water. I'm gonna go in with 1 15-ounce can of tomato sauce. I'm gonna rinse this out with the water I need for it, but I'm gonna give that a minute. I'm gonna drain and rinse 2 cans of light red kidney beans. Kidney beans weren't very good to me, but these light ones I actually enjoy. I'm gonna turn this down while I rinse those. 1 can going in, 2 cans. I'm gonna try to get as much of this sauce out. I just put as little water as I could. Pretty good. We're gonna give this a nice stir. Beautiful. It's very thick, and I just made sourdough bread, so we'll have plenty of that to enjoy with it. Butter some bread with soup or chili. So delicious, especially on a nice cold rainy snowy day. It's not snowing, but oh, we need salt and pepper, y'all. So my salt thing is getting more and more broke, both sides in a crack. I don't use the pepper electric one because I prefer my peppers super fine. That was quite a bit of pepper. But every time I put this counter down, not every time, but oftentimes I put this counter down to have a nice open space to work with, and the back sink covers fall and knock all my stuff over, which is not fun. Breaking stuff, making a mess, and dropping things is just not fun. So I put my oil and seasonings over there, salt and pepper, and now I don't keep much here, so hopefully they don't fall and break. I don't want to buy new ones. I don't want them to break. They were both gifts. Smells delicious, y'all. I'm gonna let this come up, simmer, cook, and then if I need to add more water, I will. We'll give it 10 minutes at least and check it out. All right, y'all. It's super thick still and getting hot, heating through, so that's good. I'm gonna give it a little try. A little bit of heat, plenty of salt. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more water. Just gonna bring my spigot over. Check out how a couple seconds, maybe half a cup was. That looks awesome. We'll go with that. Let that simmer for a while. Get nice and tender, heated through, and combine those flavors. Delicious. All right, y'all. Soup is done. It's time to eat. I've got some sourdough bread I made. We love making homemade bread, homemade food. It's absolutely delicious. I'm getting better at slicing my bread as well. The bottom's always a little difficult, but that's okay. I just come in from the bottom, try to line them up. Jiminy. I'll just level this piece off a tiny bit. Whoops. Come on. And we'll slice up a second piece. This knife is definitely easier to cut the bread with than the bigger teeth knife. Perfect. Beautiful. And if we don't finish a loaf, which we typically don't, I just keep it on my cutting board face down and the center stays nice, soft, and delicious. I softened some butter here. We're just going to butter this up. Bread and butter, y'all. Simple and delicious. If you guys are interested in checking out how I made this bread, it turned out absolutely incredible. We're still working on the process of getting an open crumb. Check out videos on our channel. I'm making playlists for different items, and we love to make homemade food, y'all. So go ahead and feel free to check out what we make and suggest to us what you may want to see and maybe what you think we might like. We appreciate y'all for joining us in our kitchen, and we love sharing recipes and learning new recipes, but also keeping the classics. All right, y'all, there's chili spilt everywhere now. We're just going to plate up this bread, and my husband loves bread and buttered bread at that. So I give him this little dish so he can dip his bread in there so the butter doesn't go to waste and so he can enjoy the butter. Alrighty, y'all, here's the chili. I've got to stir it all up. It's splashed everywhere. So give this a nice combine. Nice thick delicious chili. Even though it's another dish, I like to use my ladle. I actually have a different ladle. I should use that one. Big old bowl of chili and a ton of sour cream. It's not too spicy this time either, y'all. Delicious. And I wanted to keep the cheese nice and fresh and chilled, so I put it in the fridge. Don't mind the mess of a kitchen, y'all. It's what happens when you're making homemade food. And a cheese mountain. I'm gonna go in with a little chili. Got a little baked potato I done up in the microwave. Just gonna open that up. Salt, pepper, top it with chili. And again, y'all, we're American. A ton of cheese. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give this recipe a try if you liked, and let us know what you think. Bon appetit, y'all. Check out our channel for more. We have a ton of recipes that we love over there. Peace out, y'all.